Welcome to Discourse. Today we're going to be discussing The Darkened Enchantment by MC Ryder. Lily Epler lives a double life on the high. Fresh out of Fire Academy, she's living her dream as a firefighter. When she's not fighting fires, she lives with her vampire mom and weredog dad on the farm with a pack of werewolves. Cleo Hedera lives a quiet life, keeping her head down. She's eager to make it through high school and go to a place where she can meet people with the same interests as her. Lily and Cleo live in two different worlds until tragedy strikes, forcing their worlds to collide. So we're back with another MC Ryder book. This is part of the Dark series. So in this book, we do follow two new characters, Lily and Cleo. We also have recurring characters from the past books, which is really cool to see because you always wonder after a book ends what happens next to them, right? So this is like a continuation. There's more mystery and intrigue.
Yeah, and this one takes place in the year 2038. So the story kicks off with Lily, she's 18 years old, just out of the academy as mentioned, and she's a firefighter. And I guess like a wild...
Oh, yeah, she has like color in her hair and stuff,
yeah.
So...
Like
she kind of plays by her own rules sort of thing.
Yeah.
But not so much, because her family is a little, overprotective, right? So.
Overprotective, especially her mom. So one vampire, I don't know how many millions of wolves, part of the pack. Yeah. But you could tell, not just, I think she's a Sicily, or they call her Cece. She's the boss. Regardless how many wolves are, even the husband, she rules. And you get to see the family dynamics, right? There's uncles, there's a dad, there's her.
Aunts, yeah.
And they're going on trips to the beach, they're going on outings, and they like to party. One thing I thought was interesting is the wolves, I guess in the future, 2038, they wear like these tights, you would describe, right? I'm assuming to hide like the hair or make them be more not wolf-like in public so they could go be out and about.
Yeah, because they're definitely trying to be incorporate themselves a little bit more into the world, not just kind of hiding. We do have a lot of moments where they're going through towns and the beach and things like that, and they come upon humans or people who give them a hard time, which I feel like they're just I don't know, naturally drawn to just awful people giving them hard times. And they have to kind of, reel in their
instincts.
Yeah, their instincts of being like a vampire or werewolf, right?
Yeah, being
they
have to alpha predator.
Yeah, let's not kill these people who are being a-holes to us, even though they definitely deserve it.
I don't know, but I see it the other way around, because you could tell who's a troublemaker, who wants to start something, and they seem to be in their face.
Antagonizing?
Who's really initiating?
I know.
Right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on.
There's a little bit of back talk and stuff.
It starts with an uncle, then Lily steps in, and then her dad steps in. It's geez, now you got a whole wolf pack ganged up on these, these bullies or these teens.
But that shows their family, like you were saying, family dynamic. They're very family oriented and they have each other's back, right? And you know what I really liked? I love that the author keeps bringing in animals, right? So we have more animals in this book. We have a recurring kitty friend, Leo. He shows up.
Vampire cat.
Yeah, he's still with us. There's Saffron, right, which is Cleo's
rescue dog, and it has wolf-like features.
Right.
And apparently it was used in a dog fighting ring. So they gave the dog a home because.
So Cleo's parents are veterinarians, so that's why they bring Saffron into the home.
So Lily, big family life. A lot of people, they live on a farm with a pack. So now we move on to Cleo, who is just her two parents and herself.
Yeah.
And a bunch of adopted animals. Cats, a dog, possum that comes around every now and then to steal some apples. And Cleo, she's still in high school. She's a junior. She can't wait to graduate so she could leave town. Kind of seems she's in a small town. Everyone knows everyone. And it's hard to get away from the bullies or the annoying people because there's probably one shopping center.
Right.
Everyone sees each other every day. And she is different than most of the other people, right? She just enjoys being outdoors.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of teenage girls have that time in their life where that phase where they're I don't really want to talk to too many people, be around many people. So she kind of is a little shy. She seems to me to be more introverted. She likes nature. She likes plants. She even mentioned she wanted to study botany. All those things sound amazing and peaceful. But for some reason, these kids at school, when like a group of them come in to get some supplies, like from where she's working, remember? Yeah. And they like bully her just for being like smart and I think just interesting, which is so sad. But that's kind of like that reflects real life, right? So yeah, that was on point.
And she does mention that she's not into fashion, like she's into comfort.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Who isn't into comfort?
Yeah. So she seems all right. Like she doesn't bother anyone.
I know, she's like just chilling, trying to live her life, and people are just giving her issues. Kind of like Lily's family, right? They're just trying to live their life and kind of integrate a little bit, and then people are giving them issues.
Yeah, but at least they're in a pack. They have each other's back.
They have each other's back.
Where Cleo, her parents are always working. Right. After work, they go like donate some time at the shelters, and I think she's around technology more than them, right? She has that watch that kind of pings her whenever they're home or gets her into the garage.
Oh, and she has the maid bot. Ida, which I thought was super cool. Cleo comes home and she tells Ida, the maid bot, to kind of like shut down and, you know, turn on at a later time. And I thought that was super cool. I was like, ooh, we're getting like some futuristic-y sci-fi gadgetry. I thought that was super cool. I was like, ooh, I wonder what the maid bot does exactly. Can I get one? I bet it does so many things.
Yeah. Like, is it a robot from the Jetsons?
I know.
Like an actual cyborg? You're like, what is it?
I know. So cool.
Because she talked to it and it's like, yeah, I'll shut down and recharge until June, whatever, 2038. And I was like, whoa. So 2 completely separate lives, right? In the beginning, doesn't seem like there's no connection at all. But something happens and...
Hold on.
Cleo's left alone.
Abel, tragedy strikes, okay? Tragedy strikes. Yeah. And that is how our 2 main characters, our 2 new main characters, their lives intertwine, right? That's when they start to intersect, is when tragedy strikes for Cleo, unfortunately. And then come to find out, Cleo is related to the group of them, to their family, through her mother. So that is how they meet and they start to connect and really create a really good bond and connection. We see them kind of developing that pretty quickly early on in the book. It was done really well. I feel like they are both young girls. They're about the same age. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of the conversation and the moments that they had were very natural, like talking about music and things like that. It made a lot of sense. And you're able to really like ground yourself into their relationship. In the middle of them getting to know one another and connecting, they also come upon, it felt like a murder mystery situation going on. Because there's murder, there's intrigue, like what is happening? Like, because now we figure out in regards to the tragedy, we kind of don't want to give things away just because I feel like that's like the main plot of the book. I was going to say movie.
No accident.
Yeah, exactly. So we find out it wasn't an accident and things are happening and getting a little stirred up.
Cleo's life turns upside down, like out of nowhere.
I know, poor thing. And she's like this teenager. Really sad. That actually was really hard.
That's all she had and now she's an orphan.
Right.
Then out of nowhere, here's Aunt Zoe, like, who are you?
I know. She's like, wait, my aunt that I never knew I had, like, I never even met you before.
And you adopted me, and I have to go with you? Like, who are you?
I know. But it makes sense, right? Because she's trying to distance that whole group, that whole family unit has been distancing themselves from, like, the natural world. So it makes sense that she doesn't know who they are. But it's exciting to have another new character, another new aspect to further the story. Yeah, so the author does a really good job, like, weaving in all these characters and getting the story to really flow well. And it's a young adult series, so it very much so feels that way in regards to, like, all of them being rather young. The author does a really good job with keeping that world, right? She's not straying off too much.
So they do build a relationship kind of quick, but there's still enough time to establish trust in that relationship building. Because Cleo, she was all alone until Zoe picked her up, and Lily shows up like a day or 2 after. Like,
with this huge humongous family.
Yeah.
That is like, now we're your family. And she's just like, it's too much. I would feel very overwhelmed. So it makes sense. You know, there's a little hesitation on Cleo's part.
But then out of nowhere, there's like this rabid vampire on the loose. People are getting attacked left and right. And good thing she befriended that possum, Mutsu. He comes around because they're not too far from the forest. And he actually helps fend off the vampire and like defend her. Like, this possum, like, what? You know, who has the sharpest teeth, possum or vampire? I don't know.
I'd bet on the possum.
Yeah, but then there's another fire, and then another one in the family is like in danger.
Left and right.
murder mystery all over again. Now we get to really see who's a friend, who's a foe, and who's really family.
Be sure to check out the Darkened Enchantment as well as the whole entire Dark series by MC Writer.